Yo guys, what's up? We're back at it today, and guess what? I got the lamb. So today I'm going to show you how to roast the lamb the Greek way. Well, kinda. With a hint of smoke, a lot of garlic, fresh herbs, Greek roasted lemon potatoes, and to bring it all together, a simple village Greek salad, tzatziki, and of course a good Greek feta. So this is definitely one of my favorite times of the year, and I love roasting lamb. But real quick, I wanted to tell you about today's sponsor. Chef City is my go-to for all my kitchen equipment. Click the link in the description below, visit their online store, or just stop by and tell them George sent you. Okay, now back to the lamb. So the traditional way, and literally for the past 15 years or more, we've been roasting the whole animal on the spit. So when you're roasting the whole animal over the fire, there are a few benefits. You got the little kids running around. It is special. Don't get me wrong, this isn't to replace it. This is just to make it a little more functional and a little more accessible, like I said, to your home kitchen. Change has been the main theme for me this whole year, so I figured I'd tweak my lamb roasting technique a little bit for you this year too. So what do you say? Let's go outside so I can show you this setup. So what I wanted to do is I'm gonna use a roasting pan here. I'm gonna fill that up with my mirepoix, sliced carrots, onions, and celery with a little bouquet garni. I'm gonna put that in here, let them get a nice color. Scrap lamb bones as well. I'm gonna throw those in there, let them get some color. And then what I'm gonna do is sit the lamb right on top of that bad boy. And what's gonna happen is all the juices are gonna fall right into our roasting pan. And that's what we're looking to do. I wanted to create a nice little sauce to cook our potatoes in. I think it's gonna come out great. I can't wait. Hopefully this works out. I think we'll figure it out. And that's it, let's get to work. All right guys, so we're gonna throw our mirepoix right in the roasting pan with that lamb knuckle that we got in there too. We're gonna use a little canola oil, just a little bit, just to coat the veg in there. All right, just coat that up real nice. Our smoker's preheating right now. We're gonna get this in before the lamb, just to get a little bit of color on it. And then we're gonna add some water in there to create our steam. I'm gonna add a little olive oil to the outside of this bad boy so our seasoning sticks to it. We're gonna do the same thing to the other side. Whatever we're doing here, we're gonna do the other side exactly the same way, all right? Give it a nice rub down. Salt from up high. You want an even coating of salt. All right, just pat that in there, nice. And what I'm gonna do, there's a nice little fat cap over here. I'm gonna score that fat. You just wanna slightly score that fat there. Let all that seasoning go through. I like leaving as much on as possible. I like all that fat kind of dripping into the meat and penetrating the meat. That's all flavor right there, bud. So, and like I said, this is a very simple marinade. Salt, black pepper, and oregano. Good Greek oregano if you can find it. I just want to get a nice coating on there. Let all this seasoning penetrate the meat for at least 3 hours in the fridge. For optimal, I think you can let it go a little longer if you got time. A little trick I picked up along the way. I've been slitting little garlic cloves. So if you see, there's like, the meat kind of has like these like white lines, and that's where the muscles separate each other. So what I like to do is I like to make a little indent, kind of go all the way down. You can hit the bone if you want. Make a few of those, stick your finger in there. That looks good to me. So what you're gonna do is, you're gonna take your garlic, okay? Just gonna give it a nice little smash and stuff that bad boy in there like that, all right? All right, get that garlic in there. Stuff it in there. Figured I'd watch YouTube and get some pointers. I wanted to see what other people were doing. I always like to keep my ideas fresh and always pick up some pointers wherever they make sense. But Jamie Oliver makes a beautiful lamb leg, and like I said, I've done this before. I've stuffed the garlic inside these little slits. But what I thought was pretty cool, what he did was just put a few sprigs of rosemary, and as you guys may know, the rosemary and lamb work pretty well together, so I thought that was a cool one, and I thought I'd give it a shot. Thank you, Jamie. Gonna get those rosemary oils all up in the meat. Looks like we're planting hair plugs over here. All my hair plug guys, I'm sorry. Kind of looks like your head did last summer. You know what I mean? All right. We try to stuff the rest of that garlic in there. It's gonna go in the smoker. I'm gonna check on the vegetables right now. We just wanted to get a little color. Let's actually do that right now. These vegetables still need a little ways to go before I add I'm gonna add some veal stock in there and some white wine, but I want to get this thing started here, so just like that. I think we're pretty good, guys. I think that looks pretty good. Check out my veg, guys. See? I'm gonna add in my white wine right now. About a cup and a half. And some veal stock. Alright, so we're looking pretty good. A half an hour into the cooking process. I just added my liquids. That's all steam. The smoke is already. How these Traegers work is a little weird. You get a lot of smoke at the beginning, but all that is steam coming out. So it's working. Our plan is working. It smells amazing. The traditional method of cooking over the spit, over an open flame, I think this really duplicates it. I think it makes it actually better. There's a lot of upside, tradition being the number one, but the downsides are the different parts of the animal cook at different times. So you don't want a lamb chop cooking for 4 hours. That's basically what I'm talking about here. Our legs take about 3 to 4 hours to cook. Our shoulders take about 3 to 4 hours to cook. Lamb chops about 5 minutes. Do the math. I think this is a better method. Flavors are traditional. So we've salted our tomatoes. As you can see, there's so much juice in here right now. All that liquid is coming out. That is a major part of our dressing. Whenever you're making a traditional Greek salad, if you're working in the summertime, really ripe summer tomatoes, you know, is full of juice. So you're not gonna need as much salt. If you're working in the wintertime, you're gonna need more salt. But right now, you really can't tell the difference. That salt really brings that tomato back to life. Salt is such a beautiful ingredient. You got your extra virgin olive oil. We want some acidity with our food, so all we're going to do is give it a nice little dash of red wine vinegar in there, and look how that dressing's coming together, guys. That's something. I feel like I'm in summertime with some winter tomatoes in New York. This is dope. Keep watching. We're gonna fucking plate it up, and let's get to it. All right, guys, so at this point we're about 2.5 hours in. So we got a reinforced veal stock right here with all the lamb drippings. Strain this off right now. Go slowly over here, all right? Use the edge, use the corner of the baking, of the roasting pan, and just pour everything right in there. Just to keep it simple, I'm gonna say 1 potato per person. So 8 potatoes we got here. We're gonna peel them and we're gonna quarter them into wedges. So what we know is that this is lightly seasoned. Our lado lemon is pretty well seasoned. So we're just gonna give a sprinkle of salt to our potatoes here. Some pepper. So mix that in good. Stock to cover. Cover these potatoes. All this will evaporate out. You got like a really nice smoky flavor to this sauce as well. So I'm really liking the Traeger method right now. Let's get these in the oven. I got the oven preheated to 400 degrees. They're gonna go for about 30 to 45 minutes. We want all this water to evaporate. All right, boys, check that bad boy out. Us Greeks, we usually cook our lamb all the way through, especially on Easter. I mean, I'm classically French trained, and I know the correct way, and I know the Greek way. The Greek way is cooked all the way through, and if you season it correctly, you add the right herbs, spices, let this thing rest for a good amount of time, you're still going to be left with a beautiful, juicy, but the flavors are going to be so like rich and deep with this amount of cooking. But this is the way I grew up with. This is the most traditional Greek way to cook lamb. If a Greek sees pink in their lamb, they're going to, you messed up the whole Easter. All right, so this is the way to do it. We just want to keep all those juices redistributing inside back into the meat. We don't want to slice it right now. It's just going to be a mess. It's going to be a hot mess. All the juices are going to fall out. We're going to be left with some dry ass leftovers. So let it rest. Decent amount of time, at least an hour. We timed it perfectly. Our potatoes are cooking. They're going to come out. They're going to still be hot. Everything's ready to go. Trust in me. I'm gonna make your Easter fantastic. All right, I'll be right back. Alright guys, Easter came early. I'm so excited right now. My mouth is watering. I've been smelling all these flavors. I have to tell you, just from the smell, it is so traditional. You're getting that wood smoke. You're getting that lemon juice. You're getting that olive oil just dripping onto the Traeger smoke pellets. It's just creating this beautiful, familiar aroma, and it's really coming through right now. So I think we did it. I think the Traeger did it. I think we did it. I think we did it. All right, so let me taste this bad boy. It's so freaking juicy, man. Dude, all that juice, like you really have to let your meat rest. I'm getting all that flavor. I get so much rosemary, I get so much garlic. Our basting really worked here. You're getting the acid from the lemon coming through. The reason for tzatziki is that the garlic from the tzatziki cuts out the gaminess from lamb and from goat. This is Greek Easter lamb. Καλό Pascha. Love you guys. Xristos Anesti. If you're Greek, you know what I mean. If you're not, this is the way you gotta do lamb. Please follow us on social media. Instagram, Chef HD TV. Give us a like, please. It really helps the channel out. It really helps that YouTube algorithm. Give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys very soon. And I hope you guys enjoy everything I'm doing because I'm really enjoying it myself. So happy Easter. Peace.